try out the actual floor material on this tent and see how it holds up to fairly wet ground. Where I'm at right here is a little bit higher than the swamp area, but the ground through here still stays fairly moist. Just got this squirrel at like 20 yards with my crossbow. So we all want to know what's wrong with me, right? Right. I just want to talk about some EDC today. My fire went out last night. Alright, so I've got 4 dogs running all over the place. We're right out in my backyard again. We're going to call this one the redemption video. But one of the good things about my backyard is that I've got all of these little micro environments to test stuff out in. I know that you guys can't see it very well. All this bright green back here is nothing but a little bog or a tiny little swamp, however you want to look at it. It's always wet and soft, and I mean, it's just, we can't do anything over here because it's so wet all the time, and it doesn't matter what we do to dry it out. So we've got like a little swamp area, and then, you know, right up the hill is where we did the tarp teepee shelter the other night. So we've got a little bit of a plains environment up there I can test in. You know, we've got the woods that are farther this direction. So okay, so now that I got 3 dogs in the house and 1 out here with me, no, I don't need them out here, but I want to make sure that I can fit me and 1 of the dogs inside of this, just so I know, and I'm sure we can. It really seems like it's big enough. I did bring the tomahawk down here, Woobie hoodie, I brought my Rhino Tough sleep pad, my Ohuhu stove this time instead of the Uberleben. There's another onion, because I want to try cooking on alcohol with it this time. Rice dinner, my leather gloves. Now, I brought an Ozark Trail 40-degree bag. It's supposed to get down to 37 tonight, but I want to try something. Our water for the night, my little skillet for breakfast in the morning, thermals to sleep in, and my Woobie. I want to see if I can just go the night with the Woobie at 37 degrees, and if not, then I'll tuck it inside of here and use it for a liner. So that's the plan for that. Whiskey time. Always gotta have whiskey time. Chicken for dinner to go in the rice. My coffee. My cooksa and the spoon. honey instead of sugar this time. This is a little bit of powdered buttermilk because I need it for breakfast. And my cook cup, which just has other food in it. Couple tea bags, pancake mix, creamer, and butter. And then, as always, I have my med kit. I brought a chubby block down in case I decide to start a fire. My water filter in case I decide to keep with it and instead of going to the house for water, run down to the creek. Some creamy garlic shells. And a pack of hot cocoa. Oh, and my sport. So, yeah. Not so minimal food, but minimal gear. Oh, and I brought my fire steel and a multi-tool. Okay, so I'm going to actually take two corners of this and tie them together. And then tie the center ones together. With easy to undo square knots. And there's camp with my shadow in it for the night. Anybody who knew what they were doing about filming would have just showed moving these two things around. That sucked. This looks dirty, it's only because I've never taken it out of this kit, but I've never used this, so we're gonna try something. There it goes. don't be afraid to go forage in your yard, guys. You know, I don't do these little yard videos because I'm a newbie. I want to do these yard videos because I want you guys to realize that you don't have to wander way out into the woods to practice your skills. You can do this stuff right at home. And I think a lot of people miss that message. You know, especially if you're dealing with handicaps or disabilities, test your skills at home, guys. There's no shame in it. There's no shame whatsoever in having to go in the house for the night if it's not working out the way that you planned, or like you're completely and totally uncomfortable. Now, that being said, I think you should test your comfort limits a little bit, but you know, it's best to get yourself used to this stuff while you're at home. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't wander off into the woods today, because the cousins are out there working the field, and the field they're working is right by my little spot down by the pond. Down here supposed to be doing my own video, and I'm watching everybody's live streams.
Old school.
Got to be this forest floor. I'm coming up on what was a moral patch. Now there's no guaranteeing that the patch is Don't I have the best ideas? Until I drop a flaming marshmallow on the dog. Oh shit, that didn't work.
Mine worked out fine.
Yeah, well, you don't get s'mores, you're already fat. It's an art.
I know, and I'm trying not to let it get too soft that it's gonna, because the stick is curved. I don't want it to drop off into the fire. Oh, my hard work is gone. Oh no.
Hey!
It's like
oh, we're definitely leaving that one in.
It's like one of those trick birthday candles. Oh God. Spit that leaf back out. I just send you out in the woods, okay? I don't participate unless there's good stuff like this. All the time, okay? I don't participate all the time. Geez, that dog's gonna come back 10 pounds heavier.
This is probably why he's fat. No, I'm gonna start getting him ready to go do Wildcat Hollow again.
Him?
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't feel right if I didn't finish that. If I finished that and didn't have him. But I'm gonna try to do that in like 2 days instead of 4. Alright guys, it is getting dark. I want to get my coffee going here. I got a live stream playing off to the side. Camping at home, right? Alright guys, it's about 11:30, so the dog ended up coming back down here and I'm about to crash for the night. So we'll see you guys all in the morning or if something happens. Well, in the morning, wasn't so bad last night, but we did get the red sleeping bag out. A little bit of condensation buildup in here, but it's a single wall tent, so kind of expected that with me and the dog in here. Is that any better? There we go. That's better. Brr. It's cold. No, I did just hear the wife leave, so I don't have to run right back up to the house for the other dogs. We can stay down here and make a cup of coffee at least. drink some coffee, break camp down, and I'm gonna go scouting for turkeys today. I think it's gonna be a nice day for it. Man, what do you guys think? Kayak today or go turkey scouting? I need to go scouting for turkeys. I've been putting that off for way too long. But I gotta get my bow sighted in. It's coffee, dude. You're not gonna want it. Oh, that's some good coffee this morning. I was good with the whoopee until about, I don't know, midnight. And then I could really feel the temperature start to drop. So I got out the 40-degree bag. And I didn't even like tuck us inside of it. I just opened it up like a big blanket and we were perfectly fine the rest of the night. So a little chintzy 40-degree Walmart bag and my whoopee, and we got down to about 35, 37 degrees last night. It worked out pretty nice. And there was a couple times where the dog actually stretched himself out inside of here, and we had plenty of space. So I would bet that this would be even a good tent for me and Deegan. It's a really big single person, but I'll bet it'd be a good person and a half, person and a kid. Person and an old dog. All right, everybody. Well, the rest of what I got going on down here is just packing stuff up and carrying it up to the house. So I'm Zach from HalfPace Outdoors. Thanks for coming along. And remember, guys, find your way.